Hi, I'm Brandon, and I'm back to do a brand new commentary. I've never done this guy before. This is Rudy, or Elias Rudy Bailon. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I honestly didn't know this guy existed, and I somehow blocked him from my memory. I don't even know how to pronounce his name properly, so I don't know anything about this guy. I'm going into it completely blind. So let's get into it.
The guys in the driveway, for those of you that aren't down there, don't see this.
Most of the time, you see them drive by, slow down, look at the address, continue on. Sometimes they'll pass the house 2 or 3 times, park down the street, check it out, look for any suspicious activity, and finally you see these guys, either pull up in front of the house or walk from where they parked their car. It gives you a sense as to the kind of person you're going to be talking to in just a few minutes.
Call him again.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot you could tell about a person, whether or not they drive around the block a whole bunch of times while scoping out the house.
Call him again.
Hey, come in here. I just made some cookies, but I got chocolate on my shirt, so I have to change real quick.
Already closed the...
It's just kind of funny when you see these guys walk in so suspiciously. He's looking around. You could tell this guy knows what he's doing's wrong.
Call him again. Call him again.
Hey, come in here. I just made some cookies, but
Like, look at that. Obviously, I'm going to... I forgot that people always comment on these that I stop it and start too much or they don't want the commentary. So I'll say this again. If you just want to watch the video without the commentary, just watch the original video on YouTube. I'm going to be talking and starting and stopping this a lot. So that's kind of my point of doing these. But yeah, when this guy comes in, like some of the other guys, like they're so suspicious. They're looking around and they're almost like they keep their body back a bit, but they like poke their head in, like they're walking, leading with their head, so they can stick their head in to look around to see if there's anything suspicious going on. But how is that going to help you if you walk in and there's a room full of cops? How is it going to help that you're slowly coming in and sticking your head out to try to peek around the corner? It's not going to be like, damn, his shoulders haven't passed the threshold of the door yet, therefore we can't arrest him. There's no such a rule as that, so there's no point in coming in and peeking around like an idiot.
some cookies, but I got chocolate
Oh, they cut it away too quickly, so you can't see the full effect.
on my shirt, so I have to change real quick.
Already closed the first door.
Did he not even answer her? Like, she just gave him this little speech about whatever the hell she was talking about, her like excuse to duck out of the room, and he doesn't even answer.
He's real nervous.
There's part of them that knows this is a bad thing to do. Many of them have driven hours to get there and have had second thoughts along the way. And so it's this...
Yeah, he's right. I bet you that drive is kind of like it's the home stretch. It's the last time they had a chance to really think about it. Because up till then, they could always say to themselves in their own mind, this is only fantasy, it's only chat. I wouldn't really do it. As soon as they're driving there, they're taking a big step, and they just have this long time of silence to sit there alone with their thoughts and think about what they're doing. I'm sure there's some guys, probably like Timothy Isaac, who it doesn't even cross their mind. They're just so excited they just drive there without a thought in their head. But a lot of the guys, like James Rutherford, how he says, he thought about it the whole time and all that. It's probably true. They probably think about it a lot, but they all end up doing it.
mixture of emotions and this adrenaline rush.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm just...
See, he's like afraid to like step into that part of the room, but it's like, dude, you're already in the house. There's no turning back for you. It's not like there's like different legality or different prison sentence for how many steps into the room you take. You already had the chat, drove there, came into the house. Just because you're standing in the little entranceway before coming into the kitchen, it's not going to help you.
changing my shirt real quick because I got chocolate on it. Just take a seat. I'll be right there.
Yeah, again, he's just like leaning forward with his head, peeking in. Like this is a guy, the actions of a man who knows he's done something wrong. And what the hell is that in his hand there? Maybe we'll find out.
I made you some cookies. Did you bring me my drinks?
Can you come out?
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Yeah, see, at least this guy is suspicious. He's naturally and correctly suspicious that something about this is weird. You go to meet someone, they don't come to the door to greet you. All you hear is a voice talking behind some door that's just eerily cracked open a little bit with darkness behind it. Like, anyone would be, even if you weren't here for something predatory, if you just came to like meet a friend and they were just like talking to you from some other room, like it would just be kind of weird. So you can tell he knows something's up. He might not know what is up, but he knows something's up.
Gotta change. Take a seat.
Yeah, he's trying to run. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he's just going to the kitchen here to put stuff in the fridge or something.
Would you do me a favor and come on in? Will you bring your stuff in?
Oh, is that a... Did he buy her a flower?
Bring that and grab your bag and come on in here, please. Come on in. Should have a seat in the chair there, please. How are
This
you?
guy's a romantic predator. He's trying to woo the girl with flowers.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you. What have we got here?
A rose.
A rose?
Oh, he bought Chris Hansen a rose. What a nice guy.
Yes.
And who's the rose for?
Well, I thought it was Lanny.
For Lanny.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's for me. It's my personal rose that I bought. He buys flowers for himself.
Yeah.
Rudy, based upon his chat, was being very romantic. And in some ways, you know, if it hadn't been an underage girl, you would have considered it kind of a sweet courtship. Problem is,
Nah, it still would have been stupid. I'm not going to give Rudy any credit here. He's just, if you're willing to do this, you're probably predatory in most areas of your life. I don't want to be mean and offensive to Rudy, but I kind of don't like him already. I think it's just a ruse. It's just a way for him to cast himself in a better light, either to himself or to others, that he's not doing anything wrong. He's doing this romantically. Most guys do this just for the sex. They're perverts. He actually wants to date the girl and romance her and everything. So in his mind, he thinks that's okay, where obviously we all know that it's absolutely not. It doesn't matter if you buy her flowers. It doesn't give you the right to do this kind of thing. Fucking idiot, Rudy.
you know, that sweet chat turned sexually explicit, and it occurred with somebody who said they were underage. And in Florida, that's against the law.
Pretty sure it's against the law everywhere, or vast majority of places. But yeah, it's just like all these guys have not everyone has, like, some of them have repeated tactics. Like some of them you can kind of, group together, clump them together into different tactics they use, but they all have their different way of doing it. And it's just a method of grooming or trying to lure the girl in. All they care about is getting what they want. So it doesn't matter if they're being romantic or if they're being blunt or whatever they're trying to do. They're trying to be the good guy, the savior, whatever their stupid excuse and their methods are. Really doesn't matter at the end of the day, because they all came to do the same thing. It's like if someone robs a bank, do you really care like what their process was in planning it out? It's like, well, they broke in, they pulled the gun, they did it. So it doesn't matter what they did beforehand. I mean, maybe there's, depending on what they did, there could be different legal consequences for it, but I don't really see why. They came to do the crime, and therefore they're all equally despicable.
So you brought a rose,
Yes, sir.
alcohol, and some cotton.
What a lovely collection of gifts, of romantic gifts to bring.
What does that add up to?
Jail?
No, sir.
I'm sorry?
I know, sir.
You don't know.
Said I thought something else.
Yeah, he's mumbling a lot, so they have to put the subtitles there.
You thought what?
That I was gonna have fun and something like that.
Have fun?
Yeah, of course that's what you thought, Rudy, but that's not what's happening.
And what kind of fun?
Like, party and, train.
Party, drink.
Yes.
Am I the only one that considers a party to be with more than one person? Like, if you're just with someone, it wouldn't be like, hey, man, do you want to come to a party? And then it's just me. That'd be a pretty lame-ass party. Not that I'm not fun to be around, but I don't drink anymore, too, so maybe that's the case. But it's just, like, it just seems like a party is like a gathering of multiple people. If you're just going to meet one person, especially a person that you're romantically interested in, that's more of like a date. That's not just like a party. Like, hey, I'm just going over to party. Like, nah, you were going over there with a specific purpose. Granted, he might have drank with this person first before doing what he wanted to do, but I think a party is not the correct way. I think he's kind of like Timothy Isaac or Alonzo Wade, where they kind of claim they were just there to party, because if they said they were there for a date, that would make it look like they had bad intentions. Where a party doesn't necessarily mean you tend to have sex. It just means you're there to have fun and drink and stuff. So it's who cares how he puts it? You know, party and you know, drink. Yeah, we know what you're trying to do, Rudy.
Party, drink,
Yes, sir.
sex.
Yes, sir.
Rudy is one of those guys who finally just says, look, I'm not going to try and jerk you around anymore. This is what I was doing. I know it was wrong. I justified it by saying this to myself. But yeah, so what's going to happen next? It's almost like, okay, I've admitted this. Let's get the rest of this over as quickly as possible.
So yeah, obviously he knows he's wrong. He knows he did something bad. He doesn't know who Chris Hansen is, or at least I don't think he does. He hasn't given any indication of that. So he probably thinks it's the dad or something, and he's just going to be, yeah, I did something wrong. I'm going to be told to never do this again and then be sent on my way. That's probably what he thinks. But that's not what's going to happen.
If something would happen like this, I will get in trouble because I'm married.
You're married.
Yes, sir. I have no friends because my wife is like, oh, no, you cannot do nothing and this and that. She doesn't let me have friends, right? So I'm just...
Well, okay, I'm having a hard time understanding your babbling here, Rudy. Your wife won't let you do stuff? Is what he's saying, that his wife won't let him do all the sexual stuff that he intends to? Is that what I got from that? And did he just end by saying that his wife won't let him have friends? I hate to break it to you, Rudy, but in this country, or most countries, your wife is not allowed to tell you whether or not you can have friends. She can have an opinion, but as a free person, you could have any friends you damn well please. So that is a really, really stupid excuse.
And it's been like 3 years with her already. And
So she's pretty tough on you.
yeah.
So she doesn't let you
You think she's going to be tough on you now, Rudy?
go out and have any fun with your buddies or anything like that.
Nothing like that.
So the marriage is not
But
rock solid.
yeah,
exactly.
the thing is that
Okay, so if you're mad because your wife won't let you go out and have fun with your buddies, wouldn't you try to sneak out and have fun with your buddies without her knowing? Why would that lead you to go and sneak out and try to do this with a minor? That's a completely different intention and way more illegal.
I'm still trying because I really love her.
Rudy was being honest. He was having a tough
I don't think he is being honest, to tell you the truth.
go in his marriage, and that's why he said that he was pursuing this.
And like all these guys have this like some excuse. Rudy, oh yeah, my wife this, my wife that. Oh, that's the reason I tried to hook up with a minor. Then you got James Rutherford. Oh, I'm getting a divorce, so that's why I tried to hook up with a minor. But then we have single guys who are like, oh, I'm single, I'm lonely, so I tried to hook up with a minor. Then you get the guys who are married and presumably fairly happy and content, and they go and try to hook up with a minor. They all have they all have like a different excuse for doing the exact same thing. So someone that has this kind of predilection to do this kind of thing is going to do it no matter what. If they're married, if they're single, if they're divorced, no matter what, or if they're getting divorced, whatever situation they're in, if they want to do this, they're going to do it and then use whatever situation in life they're in as an excuse. And they're all lies.
Sexual liaison.
Now, what do you think she would say if she knew that you were coming here to have sex with a 14-year-old girl?
She will kill me. I don't want to think about it. She will kill me. Yes, sir. I will get a divorce.
You and James Rutherford can maybe team up and with the same lawyer, maybe you'll get a discount or something.
Oh my God. Her mom, her aunt, her dad.
This guy's just thinking out loud. Her mom, her aunt, her dad. Her dad has 10 brothers. Well, you're going to have some explaining to do, Rudy, when this... Like, obviously, when his wife finds out, she's going to hop on the phone and all these... the dad and 10 brothers are going to find out and probably come looking for you. So, if you thought your marriage was bad before... This sounds like... I hate to use the term pussy whipped, but... It sounds like that's what this guy is. It sounds like his wife runs the show. She's very mean. He's just depressed, can't do what he wants. But if what he wants is to do stuff like he's here doing, maybe it's good that his wife runs the show. Maybe he should listen to her more because he seems like he gets in trouble when he leaves the house.
You know how many... her dad has 10 brothers.
10 brothers.
They will kill me.
What do you think should happen to you for coming here tonight?
That, sir, I guess. That, go to jail, I guess.
Go to jail.
Yes, sir.
You think you deserve that?
Yes, sir. I'm really scared.
Rudy raised the specter of this being Dateline NBC in his conversation. He later said,
Oh, so maybe he does know who Chris Hansen is. Or maybe he didn't know. I don't know if Chris Hansen had become a household name by this point, but at least he knew about Dateline. He knew about the possibility of it being a sting.
he had actually seen at least one of our investigations. But I don't think he got it, the moment he walked into the house.
You say this might be a trap. I've seen that on TV.
Yeah.
What did you see on TV exactly?
This exact scenario played out?
Well, in the news actually, because the people get arrested because of chatting with underage girls.
Right. So you saw it on Dateline NBC?
Yeah, news. Just
Man, kind of a side story here, but I remember years ago, when I got my DUI, and I was talking to this other guy that I knew, and he got a DUI years previously. And there used to be these really kind of stupid TV commercials up here in Canada where it was like some police officer, they were doing like an anti-drinking and driving like advertisement campaign. And it would end with him. He'd be like, "This holiday season, if you drink and drive, we will catch you." And that became, kind of a thing that everyone joked about. And this guy, he's like, yeah, I was leaving the bar and I got pulled over. And the cop that stepped up to my window was that guy from the commercial. He's like, yeah, I'd always make fun of the commercials, but that guy who said that we will catch you, he's like, that's the guy that I found myself, looking at. So it kind of reminds me of this situation too, where it's like the thing you wouldn't expect to happen. It's something, it's like, oh, this is just a TV show. It's almost not even real life. It's just like, yeah, it's Dateline, Chris Hansen, whatever. And all of a sudden you find yourself in the situation. I mean, we as spectators can comment on it and watch it, be fans of the show, and kind of laugh at these guys and judge them and everything. But it's like, imagine being in their situation where they actually had to face this thing that they knew was a looming possibility, and it all of a sudden became very real in this instance.
Yeah.
I didn't. Oh my God! I didn't think it was gonna happen.
I think he started to catch on towards the end of the conversation, but I don't think he truly realized who I was until I said,
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. We're doing a story on adults who try to meet underage kids on
You better hope that your extended family are not big TV watchers, Rudy.
the internet. And everything you've said and done here tonight has been recorded. Now, if there's anything else you'd like to tell us, we'd like to hear it.
That young people like me shouldn't be doing this stuff.
People like anyone should not be doing this, not just people like you. I think human beings in general should not do this kind of thing.
What you see in the news is real, and it's happening to me.
It's weird. I just said that exact thing. It's just like, yeah, this isn't just something that happens to other people. This isn't just like the TV show Cops, where it's a bunch of idiots getting busted and you just get to sit there and watch. If you do this kind of thing, you are going to wind up sitting in that spot, having it happen to you.
And I'm a good guy. And
Yeah, Rudy's a good guy. Except for the preying on minors, but everything else about him is really good.
I just made a mistake.
I think that in this case, he truly was sorry. Now, whether he was sorry for what he did or sorry because he got caught and had to...
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, yeah, maybe he is sorry. Who knows? Who cares, really? The fact is, if Chris Hansen and his team and the police were not there, Rudy he would have handed that flower to the girl, and then they would have started drinking, and we all knows where that would have led, or where he would have tried to lead it. So whether or not he's sorry about it, he would have done it had he not been caught.
face the wrath of his in-laws. I don't
And
know.
of course, like a lot of these guys, they're not sorry about it until immediately after they're caught, and then all of a sudden they're sorry. And sorry, it doesn't work that way.
No. But I think in his mind, when he made that apology, he was going to walk out of there. Well, that's not what was going to happen.
On the ground.
In Florida, police department's opinion, the laws surrounding carrying concealed weapons are fairly loose by national standards.
You see any weapons on you?
No, sir.
Anything sharp in your pockets?
Sir.
Anything we need
Come on, those roses can be sharp.
to know about?
They were concerned that one of these guys could have been carrying a weapon, and so they wanted to take them down quickly. So
Yeah, there's that new episode, the new free episode of Takedown, where the guy friggin' like had a gun in his pocket, and then the cops came in and he just like pulled it out and set it down on the table right in front of Chris Hansen. Like, that's pretty messed up to be. I don't think that ever happened in any of these the original TCAPs. I know they found guys that had guns in their cars, but no one was stupid enough to like have it in their pants when they went in to see the decoy. Like, Jesus.
they acted quickly and aggressively to make the arrests.
Hello. Is this?
It says Elias Bailon was sentenced to 9 months in prison with 3 years of sex offender probation. So yeah, I mean, whatever. It's some of the guys got more, some of them got less. I have to think overall he's probably one of the less dangerous predators. I don't want to give any of these guys too much credit, but just my personal judgment, I think he's one of the guys that probably learned his lesson, hopefully. He seems like, of all the predatory guys, he seems less predatory. But then again, you never know. Sometimes it's the way they come across. Sometimes part of their act or their ruse is just to look very meek and weak, and that kind of makes them more dangerous because they're more likely to be able to sneak in and get inside a young person or their family's defenses than they would if they were just like very aggressive and intimidating. So, I'm glad he got punished, and hopefully he's been a good citizen ever since.
What's your name? Oh, you're not a cop? I could go to jail, that's why. So you're 14 years old, for real? Nah, I just want to make sure you're not like, you're not a
I guess they're just playing clips of him talking on the phone. It's kind of hard to hear.
cop, because, I don't know. There's a lot of things going on.
Well, I think we'll stop it there. I don't know if this guy has phone calls. Maybe I can cover them at some point. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. If there's any predators you want me to cover, then, or if any of the old videos you want me to re-upload, then by all means let me know which ones, and I will see you all next time.